Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today where I'm going to be talking about a subject quite important to many of us because it involves our heads. Our heads are quite sensitive, aren't they? They can get hit by little BBs when we're out in the field playing Airsoft, and it can sometimes be quite painful. However, if that does happen, just call your hit and move on with your life. Don't complain about it. Nobody likes that. It's all part of the game, and if you don't want to have a little pain from something touching your well, not necessarily soft, but your sensitive headal area, then wear something, or maybe just don't play Airsoft. I don't know. Maybe that Airsoft's too manly of an experience for you. But for those of you who are able to get shot in your sensitive areas and just kind of get on with your life because it's something that we all expect as Airsofters, welcome. It's lovely to have you on the channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that big old subscribe button because there's more content coming and there's content that's just gone. So yeah, go check those out after you've watched this video. Thank you to my patrons as well, by the way. You're lovely. Thanks for supporting the channel. Now, I've tried a variety of different headal type protection type things over the years of playing Airsoft, varying from wearing nothing, which for me was probably the least wanting thing for me to do when I play Airsoft because I don't like to wear nothing on my head when I play. I then started to wear beanies when I was playing Airsoft, as in a hope that would then kind of like soften BB impacts. However, when playing CQB and things like that, it's still like ruddy hurt, I completely understood. I was putting myself in that position. It was completely my fault if I got shot in the head. So that was not the solution for me. And then for a while, when I say while, I'm talking like many a years, to the point where probably half a decade I've been running them, and that's bump cap inserts, which you can get for your caps. And I'm not going to go over those in extreme detail. I've done quite a few videos either mentioning them or talking about them specifically because they are a bloody wonder. Bump cap inserts are essentially just a hard plastic shell you can put inside your cap, used for kind of like casual construction stuff. I don't think they have any like official ratings for protection because they're literally like sat against your head and there's no kind of like buffer crumply type zone type thing. However, for Airsoft they're great because if you get hit in the head, the BB just bounces off, you hear it, you can feel it, and then you can put your hand up, cool hit, and not have any pain, which is absolutely wonderful. And yes, I have been shot point blank by them many times, including doing it to myself to test them to see how good they are, and yeah, they are really good, so highly recommend those. I had tested helmets a couple of times, and I wasn't really a huge fan of helmets, not necessarily because of like the aesthetic. For Airsoft I thought it was a bit overkill and not really a huge necessity. I don't really see myself as like playing dress up when I go and play Airsoft. I just see it as it's an activity that I like to do. I'm not like pretending to be an operator, or I'm not trying to recreate a military build from somewhere around the world, whether it's our like UK military or somewhere else. I don't see that as me trying to do that. I literally just see it as I just need to wear what I need to wear to be comfortable and to be effective at playing Airsoft. I'm not a role player of sorts. And helmets, yeah, they just didn't really seem to be a requirement for me personally, because the bump cap insert was, giving me head protection, and then, life was Gucci. That kind of all changed a little bit when I went to play at the Mines Airsoft site. I can't remember the name of it now. It has closed down now as far as I'm aware, but there's like in the south of England, there was an Airsoft site in like a disused mine shaft type place. Really quite cool, and it was an experience playing there, and it's a necessity there to wear an actual helmet. You weren't allowed to play Airsoft in there with a bump cap insert or nothing on your head, just because there's lots of like jaggedy rocks. There's lots of there's lots of jaggedy rocks in there, like on the roof. Everything is very like hard walls, pointy things, and I think there were like some metally things as well sticking out. That there was like raily things along it. So there's lots of things you could injure your head on, which is why you had to wear a proper Airsoft helmet. Not like a rated helmet, it just needed to be, pretty much like a hard plastic thing with padding on the inside. So yeah, you had to wear that. And I wasn't looking forward to playing at that site because I had to wear this like helmet, which I never really wore before and wasn't really a fan of it and whatever, but I wore it, and you know what? It was perfectly fine. I had no issues with it at all, which was fantastic. It was like one of the biggest things I was concerned about, because usually I don't wear them and I thought it was going to be a pain, but it was actually really good, which kind of got me thinking about maybe like a helmet build would be good for me to run in future. And fast forward, I think it's been years since we played there, at least 12 months for sure, and I now have a full-on helmet build here which I'm going to show you off and show you what I'm doing. And I'd like to ask your advice as well, because if there's things here which you think I could improve, I would really, really love to know that. So without further ado, I'm going to crack this bad boy on and tell you what I've got and what I'm doing with it. So there we go. That is the helmet on. As you can see, I've got my little like Comtac headphones in there as well. I'll just click them into place there. I did have somebody offer feedback already saying that I should move these mount bits down to here instead. I can't remember the reason why, but if that sounds like a good thing, again, let me know in the comments. All of your feedback will be much appreciated. I've got my iPro as well, which I will chuck on. I'm using the block iPro there, and this tubey bit here, this is the Novrich anti-fog unit, which works so well and stops me from fogging up. It holds my iPro in place, and just like that, I'm now never ever gonna fog up. Like the tubes here go through the helmet protector jobbo and then into the back bit there, and I can turn that on and then boom, my air starts flowing. I do still fog up using block iPro, however, they're the best performing eye protection that I've had, and this mixed in with the Novrich anti-fog unit just means that I'm definitely not going to be fogging up when I play Airsoft. In terms of face protection, I've got my NB Tactical mesh. There's two different versions of it. One of them's got like a nose covering and the other one doesn't. I've got both of them. I don't like the nose covering one because it comes up too high on the cheek bits and gets in the way of the eye probe, which is why I run the one without any nose protection, and it's literally just cable tied in to my helmet strap. So literally I just kind of put it on there, I click that into place, and now the helmet's secured and I've got my face protection. So it's just like everything condensed down into the bare essentials. So I'm not like going, now I need to put this on, now I need to put this on. It's literally just all there right in front of me, and I don't have to worry about it, and everything just is there to hold everything in place. In terms of the actual helmet itself, if I pop this down, so it's the Novrich Premium helmet that I'm using, and then it's also the Novrich Premium headset and the Premium headset mounts on there too. Very Novrich heavy build on here. In fact, pretty much everything is apart from the GoPro itself. And then you've got it's the Kloid Zotter helmet cover I've got on there too. So it's kind of like camo-y, but it does look alright if you're in like an urban environment too, which is quite nice. I've got the anti-fog unit on the back, the Novrich anti-fog unit there, and it's also in like the textile kind of protector. So not only is that protecting it and stopping it from BB impacts, not that it matters because they are BB kind of like safe anyway, but it just keeps it like in camo as well, otherwise it'd just be this big black box on the back of my helmet. That's the microphone for my headphones there as well, so I'm going to put that there. They are Tac Sky headphones, again, premium headset. And then on the top I've got a power bank. It's a really big power bank. I think when I mounted that on there I just didn't have access to one of my smaller ones, or one of the smaller ones wasn't charged up, so that's why I had to get that on there instead for the day. And then I've got like the standard GoPro mount on there, and then my GoPro on the front there as well, so I can record things. And I think that's kind of like the GoPro element is like one of the main reasons why I decided to swap over to a helmet. Because when I play Airsoft, the number one thing I'm aware of is kind of like I want protection on my head, which is why I run the bump cap insert. But when I record content, I also need my GoPro on there, and my GoPro needs a battery pack. So already that's something hanging off the front, and then something as well quite weighty that needs to go somewhere on there. And if you've got just a cap, trying to mount a GoPro like well on it is quite difficult, and I customized quite a few different caps and just wasn't ever to really get it right. And then coming to the eye protection with that as well, the anti-fog unit for me is such a must because I'm incredibly unfit, I get very hot, I just need to make sure that I've got that all the time, because if I do fog up, I can just turn it on, clears it straight away. So even if I don't use it for the day, I'm not worried about fogging up. It's not something I'm concerned about because it's so easy for me to fix that if that's a problem that does arise. In terms of comfort inside, because it's the premium headset, it does come with the premium soft stuff inside as well. So it's all super squishy inside the helmet. It makes it really, really, really comfortable. It does come with like this back plastic bit that goes on here, and I was never really able to get that installed in a way which made it like really quite comfortable. It came down too low on there, and that could just be more of a me guessing what I'm doing when I'm setting up my helmet, or maybe my head's a weird shape or something like that. All of these big padding bits in there They are absolutely ruddy huge, and it makes it so comfortable to wear. Genuinely, I do really love this thing. Now, I've run this in the field a few times, and I don't really have too many notes about it yet. I'm still kind of on the fence about the headset, just because my ears do get quite warm wearing it, and also I think the batteries I had in it were dead because I wasn't kind of like hearing any sounds come through it. It was more of a ear protection as opposed to like getting the sounds from the outside, because there's little microphones on here that play the sounds on the outside, so if something goes off really loud next to your head, your ears are protected and you can hear it, but really quiet sounds like footsteps and stuff like that, it's supposed to make it louder, but I've not experienced that yet, so I need to play with that, get that set up a bit more. I ran this at NAF and I was creeping through the woods, and I found myself just needing to kind of like lift the ears up and out and away, just so I could kind of give my ears a bit of a cool down a little bit. And also, if I was just in the woods and I felt like there was someone over there, I opened it up just so I could hear them for sure, because like I said, yeah, the batteries, I don't think that they were working properly. A really cool thing I love about this helmet as well is a feature to make it just clamp to your head, and it's got one of these like things at the back, so you undo that and it loosens it, and then you can put your head in, get it in there, like put your head inside it, and then you twist it up and then it tightens up and then pulls you in, just like a kind of builder's helmet. And also snow boots as well. I can't remember what the actual like term for it is. I don't think it is one of those official ones too, because I think those use like wire cables and stuff. Like you can get them on boots, which looks really sick, but I can't remember what they're called. At the minute, I'm really quite enjoying this. If I run like an AR or something, this is 100% my go-to. I'm kind of on the fence about maybe or not making a helmet build for using with my like ghillie sniper rifle, because it would be really great to have a ghillie suit like with a helmet into it as well, but then because I'm quite hidden all the time, I generally find that just a bump cap insert inside the top piece, the headpiece of the ghillie, is sufficient for me to be okay. Like I don't really get shot that much when I'm using my ghillie suit, so I don't really feel like I need a full-on extra protection. And the GoPros, they're kind of fine because you're not like, you know, doing lots of movements. But this, for like CQB and just kind of like general rifleman builds, is an absolute awesome helmet. You can get everything from the Novrich website as well. Definitely get yourself the premium helmet, give it a go, see how it is. If it's comfortable and you do want to do a full build, you can start getting extra bits, adding them on, and then customizing it. And you know what, I actually did quite enjoy customizing this to exactly how I wanted to run it and how I wanted to use it. So hopefully you can too if you're looking to build out a helmet. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any feedback for me on my helmet build, please do let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for your insights to help improve my airsoft experience, in the same way that I hope that my information to you is going to help you improve yours. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.